So here we go. Both teams undefeated. Who's going to come out 4-0 looking for the perfect season here in Season 0 of LOS Champs? Play is underway. Geg's going to take the ball, takes it to the air, looks for a second touch, runs out of boost. Good defense from Depressed Salad. Tries to get it out of the zone, but Deluxe Drew waiting right at midfield for it. Yes, Dubs playing it slow. Gets the flick past Drew. Geg with the ball. Good control here from Depressed Salad. Gets a good touch, but Geg is going to be right on top of it to send it away. Now the transition here for Aura. Geg throws that one really far ahead of Drew. Gets the corner bounce. It's going to go right to the mid. Geg decides to back off. Good choice. As ball sent way back downfield by the MM team. Drew stuck in a bit of an awkward spot. DS Dubs is going to beat him there to it. And we saw Geg just stop right in front of the net, killing any momentum, but had to kind of wait where that ball was going. Sorry, Drew stopped in front of the net. But good placement by DS Dubs to shoot it on the near post, making it pretty much impossible for Drew to get in there. So 1-0 game, just over 30 seconds off the clock. Drew with a nice air dribble, good defense from Depressed Salad. A miss from both Geg and Dubs is going to send it back down the other way, and now it's controlled here for the MM Kings. Takes that 50 way downfield. Depressed Salad is able to get there. I think Drew might have backflipped. A little bit awkward. Bounce here coming across the net. Dubs not fast enough to be able to put it home. It's going to be Dubs with it, trying to get it over Drew. Gets the extra touch on it. And Geg's going to have to make a play on it, but not much really going for it. Right now, Aura kind of feel like they're looking for things, but not really overcommitting. But Drew pushes the issue. Is going to find that near post shot and finds the defense in a bit of an awkward spot. You see DS Dubs kind of waiting for that bounce. Similar goal to what we saw on the other end on Aura for the first goal of the game. The defender put in a little bit of an awkward spot, has to take a second to figure out where the ball is going to go, and it's just enough time to open up a shot opportunity. So we're tied 1 apiece. We cross a minute and a half to go, minute and a half off the clock here in game number 1. Drew's going to take control. He's got Geg in the middle of the field. He's going to actually take it himself. Gets ahead of the ball. Almost gets the bump on Depressed Salad. DS Dubs has to follow this up quickly. Geg looks like he might have been bummed, so he's not able to get on top of the ball as quickly as he would have liked. DS Dubs playing a little bit of a mind game, taking it slow. Good tee off by Drew. Is it far enough? It is. Depressed Salad not ready for that ball to be headed back the other way. And just like that, Aura's up to a 2-1 lead. And the hesitation there from DS Dubs is what really opened that up. It's a good play on the other end. He was trying to see if he could kind of bait the defense out and open up a couple opportunities, but nothing really happened there for them. Fake kickoff. Geg over to Drew. Drew with the shot is going to be wide of the net. What's up, Brokefang? Time to break me? That ain't happening. Salad is going to try and send it. Good pass. Defense there by Geg. Stands up tall. Going to be Depressed Salad coming back the other way. Shot opportunity. Actually passes Dubs. Dubs almost has the double touch. That would have been maybe play of the night had he been able to pull that off. Good demo by Dubs. Takes Geg out of the play. Gives him a chance to breathe here as Drew just pounces on top of that ball. Geg gets in with some good pace. Looks for the pass over to Drew, but Drew decides to back off. 50 right at midfield, so they're going to fight for possession here. Depressed Salad takes that one way up off the high corner. Going to be rolling around, but Drew gets the ball. He's going to follow up his own touch as he gets a perfect bounce right back to himself. It's not going to be enough to get to Geg, but Geg is great speed, able to catch up to that ball. But it just seems like Aura just not able to get these opportunities set up. They've got good looks. They just haven't been able to follow through with passes. A good pass across the middle to Dubs from Depressed Salad, but Geg able to defend yet again. He's been doing a really good job with the defense. That's three saves for him. Geg up for that shot opportunity, shoots it wide. Just keeping that pressure on for Aura. Trying to make sure they don't give any opportunities the other way for the MM Kings. Oh, never mind. That's going to be an own goal from Drew. And I'm not sure if that was just a miscalculation on the angle or what. Dubs goes for the pass, and Drew just comes in. Yeah, and he just puts it right inside the near post. So it's a little bit of an awkward goal, but they'll take it on the other side for the MM Kings. We're tied 2 apiece, under 2 minutes to go. Things are going to get really, really close here as we round out game number 1. Depressed Salad gets a touch. It's going to go back to DS Dubs. Oh, what a bump by Salad. The pinch pass A little high there, but it's enough to at least keep the pressure on. Drew up to Geg. Geg gets a good touch, but it's way downfield. Should be an opportunity for Dubs to get some control on it. Gonna try and keep up the pace, try and catch the defense sleeping. Not gonna get through Drew, though. The Aura squad has been lightning fast here tonight on every play that comes around. Geg up on it, tries to get that past Dubs. Dubs gets that 50. Good pass back across, Geg touch! It's gonna be wide off into the corner. 1 minute remaining. We're tied 2 apiece. The press out of boost, and so Drew takes the opportunity to try and get the ball off of them. Geg moving in. Can't get it off of Dubs. Dubs tries to go up with it again. He gets around Drew. It's open in net, but doesn't have any boost. Here comes the press out, trying to follow it up, but Geg stands tall on defense. Big shot downfield. Dubs, does he have enough? He barely gets the save off the crossbar. Drew steps in for a massive save. What a phenomenal sequence there on the defensive side for the MM Kings, keeping this tied 2 apiece. And now 30 seconds remaining. Gonna roll around. Geg back to Drew. He misses the touch, so Depressed Salad should be able to move the ball out and transition upfield. Geg's gonna stall any opportunity for the transition. Trying to go off the corner. Dubs is there waiting. It goes off of Dubs. Into the air he goes. Pass over to Depressed Salad. He's got a touch. Is it gonna be enough to get past Geg? Geg misses the touch, and that's a 3-2 lead now for the MM Kings. And just good speed there from Dubs. It's just enough to beat Drew. And it's been really a battle of possession, trying to see if they could break the midfield. It seemed like you get a couple opportunities back and forth in the corners, but then it's trying to maintain that midfield possession. We've seen Aura do a really good job of it. That time it just falters a little bit. We might be going to overtime, though. Drew gets the pop. Is it going to be enough? No, Dubs is going to clear it off to the side. So the MM Kings sneak away with one in game number 1. A narrow 3-2 victory after a very intense game. A little bit of an assistance there from Drew earlier, getting that own goal. And he's probably kicking himself for that one, because if he hadn't had that own goal, we would have definitely gone to overtime. We would have been 2-2 at the end of regulation. And who knows what would happen at that point. But taking a look here just at the stat line a little bit. Shots really even. I mean, we're looking 9 to 8 in favor of the MM Kings. Saves, pretty much the same thing. So it just goes to show how equally matched these teams are. But one thing that's really intriguing is you take a look at the MM Kings. Every single goal assisted. And so that's always a stat that's really interesting to see. You can see who really is out there passing the ball around. They're trying to make as much of their touches as they can rather than just taking solo opportunities. Not to say Aura does. I mean, you take a look, you go back at that game. How many times you see Geg or Drew trying to look to the middle of the field or pass off the back wall? They're both teams constantly looking for their teammate when they come to the offensive side to try and see if they can set up a quick touch and try and catch the defense off guard. Like you look right here, Drew already off that back wall trying to see if he can find Geg. Geg with a bit of a mistouch, so it's going to create a 2-on-1 opportunity. No flick there for Dubs. Almost a follow-up by Depressed Salad. Geg has control now. 1v1 the other way. Geg to the air. Goes for the air dribble. Gets the block on Dubs. Little to no boost for Salad. Has to defend what Drew shot, and it's going to be sent into the corner. Great 0 boost save from Depressed Salad. Making the most of that Fennec. So here comes Diaz Dubs. Taking control. Taking it slow. Trying to give his teammate a chance to get into position. Depressed Salad is back waiting. This one's going to go right to Geg. He's got plenty in the tank. Takes to the air. He's got control. Going to look to drop it down for the 50. It's a save off the crossbar. It's off the crossbar again, and Drew gets this one. Bardowski this time. What a play there by Geg. That almost worked to perfection. He set that one up beautifully. The crossbar just said no the first time. It was a little bit more forgiving for Drew. So, second game in a row, we see the Aura side on the board first. Here comes Diaz Dubs. He's got an opportunity to pass across the Salad, but Geg is there to intercept. Not really going to do much with it. Oh, Drew with an unusual miss there. So here comes the MM Kings trying to capitalize the double touch. What a save by Geg right on the goal line. It was a great setup, great shot opportunity from Dubs. But way to put yourself in a position to make that save from Geg. It's going to be another shot opportunity. Team pinch. It's not going to get it out. Wait, oh my gosh, what a team play there to get that one through. But it's not enough. The shots are coming out in plenty here for Aura. Shot opportunity after shot opportunity. That double commit, unfortunately, even though it made the save on one, threw them out of position to be able to follow up on that second shot from Drew. So a minute and a half off the clock here. Game number 2, it's a 2-0 lead for Aura. And game number 1, MM Kings was taking it. So again, best of 5 in the series here for all of our matches tonight. So whoever gets a 3 first takes the win for week number 4. It's going to be a big clear here by Geg off the back wall. It's not going to be Drew winning that race to it. So now Depressed Salad the other way to see if they can find themselves on the board for the MM Kings. A little bit of patience here from Dubs. Going to try and come off the ceiling. Tries to actually read what Drew's going to do. It's a good idea. Just wrong placement for it. Good 50, and we have demos both ways. So it's a quick 1v1, but it's going to be Drew back in position on the defensive side. And now Depressed Salad gets the demo, not the ball though. It's a race to it, and it's going to be Depressed Salad narrowly winning that race off of Deluxe Drew. So as we approach halftime, it's 2-0 here for Aura, but that can very quickly change how quick and aggressive both sides are playing. But we're seeing Aura really pick up the pace and the aggression here game number 2, sending a whole lot more than they did in game number 1. But they've let off a little bit with that 2-0 lead. You see Dubs try to go for the air dribble, not going to be able to break through there. That's the one thing you really aren't seeing solo opportunities come out from the MM Kings. The defense snubs it out pretty quickly for Aura. Geg tries to see if he can get up high enough to stop Depressed Salad from sending it downfield. Shot opportunity is going to be a sneaky one for Depressed Salad. Waits a little bit, and it's just enough to get past Drew. He gets a little bit of assistance for a nice 76-mile-an-hour shot, a heater there. But yeah, Drew in an awkward spot on that back wall. If he tries to go, it leads for a wide open near post shot. So you can see he was kind of hesitating, trying to get off that wall. And we've seen several goals that already tonight come from hesitation. So we'll see if we get more of those. Geg goes for the flick, almost gets a bump there to set up the goal. It doesn't happen there. Now Drew trying to hunt down Depressed Salad off the back wall. Here comes Dubs. He's had several back wall reads. Finally gets one of them to go in there. And just like that, it is 2-2. Took only a matter of 25 seconds to tie this one up. And just a good play from Depressed Salad to set up his teammate as best he could. He knows that Dubs has been really good off the back wall and in the air in front of the net. And we actually see, was that a demo attempt from Drew? Interesting tactic here on that kickoff. They've gone for the fake already once. That time they go for the demo. Doesn't lead to anything. He just threw Drew out of position. Dubs is going to send this one off the back wall. He's also going to look to mess up Drew a little bit. Drew over to Geg, and he's going to pick up some boost. Geg, big send off the back wall. Dubs, good control touch and gets the boost as well. They're going to try and keep it in this corner, though. Aura looking for the game-leading goal again, as they have given up that 2-0 lead. Dubs for the flip reset, not going to be able to get anything there. Now Geg into the corner. Can't get the touch past Depressed Salad. It's going to be into the corner. He's all by himself, though, as Dubs goes all the way back for some boost. And we find ourselves in a very similar situation to game number 1. 2-2 with less than a minute to go. And again off the back wall, DS Dubs. He does it again. He started to get that touch, and it is a beautiful one. Gets a good shot right just above Deluxe Drew. Not able to get up in time. So the MM Kings, all of a sudden, 3 unanswered goals, find themselves in the lead with 55 seconds remaining. And an opportunity to get ahead 2-0 now on Aura. Pass over to Dubs. Dubs going to take control, slow it down a little bit. Geg's going to challenge him. They've got to move quickly on the Aura side if they want to try and send this 1-1, or at least into overtime here, because they still have to get one to tie it up. Coming on the sidewall, Geg going to take that shot opportunity. It's on target, but right to Depressed Salad, who was ready for that one. But Drew, back at it again. We've seen this happen, both goals here, just peppering them with shots, and the defense ends up breaking after about 3 shots or so. They're trying to get that pressure again into the middle. Geg's not going to be on it. Dubs takes that 50. It's right into that corner once more. No boost there for the MM Kings. Deluxe Drew takes it. Big clear downfield. Geg, good touch. It's going to be a demo, though. Depressed Salad takes him out of the game, and that's going to be almost all of the time remaining. It's going to stay alive, though, right in front of the net. Depressed Salad keeps it alive. It's going to be off that upper corner. Big send by Dubs. Drew, can he catch it? He's going to keep it into the corner. Ball still alive. Dubs avoids the demo. Drew has to do something to keep it up. Tries to drop it to Geg. It was almost a phenomenal send downfield, but he just could not get under the ball enough. And so just like that, it's going to be a 2-0 series lead for the MM Kings heading into game number 3, an opportunity for them to find the sweep. And so taking a look, stats here a little bit more skewed. As I said, Aura was just peppering MM Kings with shots. Anytime they got something that worked, they just full sent it. And you can see that on the shot totals, 12-7 in favor of Aura. Aura did a phenomenal job with the defense, but it just when it comes to those shots over and over and over, the way Aura does it is they just don't even give you a chance to get out of your box. And so whenever that just is consistent, you see some mistakes happen. I believe it was the first or second goal where we saw that our team pinch to get the ball out of the net. It literally was on the goal line. It then threw them off position. You had, I think it was Geg who was waiting, or no, it was Drew, I think, was in the middle of the field right there, received the ball, boom, opposite side. Nothing you can do when you bump each other out of the way. But phenomenal play from both sides. What a way to come back for the Kings. Find themselves down 2-0 with 2 minutes to go. And then all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, it's a tied match. And then within a minute to go in the game, you take the lead. I mean, it was a minute. We saw a 3-goal swing. Now you find yourselves looking to stay undefeated going into week 5. I mean, it's a phenomenal resilience there in game number 2. But will Aura come out with that same kind of mindset here in game number 3, but just crank it to an 11? Because it worked. Once they got that lead, it almost felt like they got a little complacent, holding back a little bit, hesitating a little bit. They weren't going as full send as they were earlier. But we'll see what the strategy, what the shakeup here is for Aura. It's going to be an opportunity for Press Salad to try and send it across. Missed touch there on the MM King side, and it is going to be a goal all the way down the field. So a quick first goal here, only 18 seconds off the clock, and Drew just takes advantage of a misplay there from the MM Kings and gets it right into the bottom corner. We've seen this story before already for Aura. They went up 2-0 last game. We'll see if they go up 2-0 again, if they can hold on to that lead. Ball in the middle of the field. Deluxe Drew's going to try and send it downfield. Press out there for it. Geg thinks about challenging, then decides to back off. Drew is up for it. Off the back wall, Dubs should be able to have a play on it. Sends it back down to Drew. Good little pop from Drew. Good challenge by Geg. It keeps the ball in the MM Kings zone. Going to pass it out to Drew. Drew's going to try and get up. It's a little bit of an awkward jump in on the ball for all 3 of them. It's going to pinch in the corner. Now Depressed Salad trying to take some momentum down the field. Right now, it looks like a game of keep away for Aura. They have controlled possession right now. A little bit of a mind game from Deluxe Drew. The team pinch is going to clear that one way downfield. Geg up with it. Good bump by Depressed Salad. Sends him way downfield. It actually almost puts Geg in a good position with the ball. Little to no boost for Depressed Salad. What can he do here on the challenge on Drew? Kills a lot of time and puts Drew in a really awkward position. Looks like he has no boost. So if Dubs can pick up that 100, no, he decides to go for putting the ball into the middle of the field. Tries to force that one past Geg. We're seeing a lot of 50s from the MM Kings. They're playing the 50 game. It's a high risk, high reward thing, and if you know how to position your car for it, you can actually make your chances better than that 50. Right now, the ball just kind of seems to just die on every 50 opportunities that they really force. Press out, can't make that contact in the upper corner. It was a good idea. Dub's going to try and play the double touch. Then beautiful off the back wall. Shoots that one just too far across the net. Geg now trying to get control to Press out. Good stop. Drew steps in to play some defense there. Dubs is up in the air. Look out for a touch. It's going to come crossbar, but it's going to be Geg getting there before it even hits the net. Press Salad takes control again. No boost, though. A little bit of an awkward spot. What can he get around? It's going to be Drew making some contact. Takes Dubs out of the play. Big send by Geg. Drew looking for the redirect. Doesn't make it. It's wide of the net. Press Salad, though, has to recover. Gets the save. Sends it off to the side. 3 saves already for to Press Salad as we approach halftime. Dubs gets the ball. Drew waiting enough to be able to throw them off. Press Salad gonna get a big send after the pass from Dubs. Looks for the double. Drew for the squishy. It's not gonna work, though. And we're tied up just past halftime. 1-1 now. Great team play there from Dubs to Depressed Salad. He saw his teammate moving up, saw the opportunity, and just waits for that play from Drew. Interesting move to go for the squishy save. Really limited his range. I was hoping the ball was going to be coming right at it, I guess. So 1-1 the scoreline now. MM Kings coming from behind yet again. Still plenty of time on the clock, though. Dubs tries to get a little bit more of a... Actually, a redirect is on target. Didn't look like it was going to be at first. But now the big send downfield. Geg to Drew. Drew can't hit the redirect, and that's the second time now. They've tried for that redirect. They just can't seem to make contact. But when they do, it's going to be a nutty play. That is for sure. Dubs off the back wall. No follow-up there from Depressed Salad. And Geg over to Drew, who got bumped into the ball. It's a race to it. Dubs somehow makes the most of his boost and is able to get back in time. Phenomenal hustle to get all the way back to his own net. Geg keeping the pressure on, but we're not quite seeing the shot totals that we saw in game number 2 coming out from R. They do have 7, but it's just not the same frequency and quality of shots, in my opinion. But Geg gets that 50 to go through. And that aggressiveness seems to pay off here. Good little play. Just sets him up. Like I said, if you can put your car in a position for a 50, you can make more than a 50 opportunity for yourself. A nice goal to get the lead late in the game here for Ara. Can they hold on to it, though? We've seen the 2-1 scoreline now 3 times in this series. And 2 times in the series prior, both times going to the MM Kings. Drew keeping up the pace. Salad out of the place. 2v1 on defense. Dubs, though, is going to come back and take Drew out. Way to limit any offensive opportunity there for Ara. Missed touch, though, by Depressed Salad. It's going to be a big mistake. Almost capitalized on by Ara. Drew's trying to keep that pressure on. Geg is going to take control. Off the back wall. Looks for the touch across the middle to Drew. Drew's not going to go. Dubs going upfield with it. In transition. Drew's going to intercept at midfield. 50 keeps it right around midfield. Drew, good pace, gets the ball. Going to try and get downfield with a wave dash. It's not going to be enough pace to keep Dubs to the ball. But we'll keep that ball in the corner and try to maintain possession. Geg across the net. It's going to be Dubs with control. Big send. Nobody back on defense for Ara. Dubs, can he get the shot? It is off the post. And that is a huge missed opportunity for the MM Kings. That should have been a goal. The net was wide open. Got a little too fancy and gave up a free opportunity. Now Drew, the other way. Going to take that 50 in the corner. Going to try and look for Geg. Press out. Big pop. Going to keep that one alive. Downfield it goes. This is probably their last chance to try and score here to send it to overtime. Dubs with a flick. Drew up, and it's not going to be Depressed Salad making contact with it. So we're going to head to game number 4. Ara lives for at least one more game. That was a great win there from Ara. That's one you definitely need after giving up some narrow wins. You lose in the last minute in both games 1 and 2. Being able to hold on all the way through just helps boost that confidence a whole lot. And taking a look now at the stat totals, you have 10 shots over for 6 for the MM Kings. But the big thing, taking a look here, the save totals from the MM Kings, they had 8 saves that game. So really showing the accuracy from Ara. Every single shot having to be saved. So it's a phenomenal offensive showing from Ara. One thing I want to see if Ara keeps going with this is, will they be able to connect on some of those passing plays? We saw Geg look for Drew downfield twice. And then the second time, both times, he just barely narrowly missed the redirects. The ball ended up going wide. So we'll see what's going to happen. If they can be able to push here, game number 5, can they get there? But we'll see. It's going to be really narrow. My gosh, you guys are going off in the chat. So let's see what happens players getting in game number 4. So here we go. We've seen that 2-1 scoreline now 3 times. Will we get there again? Are we going to finally see a team really bust open the offense? And these defenses have been top-notch. The fake kickoff. Oh, no. The crossbar steps up as the 3rd team member. That was a phenomenal defensive standing from the MM Kings crossbar. Drew is going to try and go again. Not going to happen that time. And there it is. Geg gets in for the first goal. And it just seems are able to get that first goal every single game. And it's that the way they play the opening minute. They're just super aggressive. A nice 69-mile-an-hour goal there from Geg. So 1-0 for Ara. Geg, big send downfield. Dubs is going to send it back, though, the other way. Drew trying to see if they can just ping-pong the ball back and forth, back and forth. Geg getting control. Is it going to be enough to get downfield? Yes, it will. Press out, missed the bump play. And so now it's going to be Drew sending it across. It's going to drop down to Salad. Good touch by Dubs. He's got plenty of boost. Drew having to wait out here a little bit. Megs just enough of a touch before he gets demoed to clear that ball to the corner. It's going to be Dubs following this one up. Both players on Aura are going for the ball. And Drew able to make the most of that double commit to at least get the ball upfield a little bit. Right now it's being stuck here in the Aura defensive end. Press out, trying to send the ball back in the middle for Dubs. Drew just playing the possession game right now. Both sides trying to see if they can get possession for more than just a handful of touches. Is now Drew taking an opportunity. Takes that 50. Geg's going to be on it. Takes the power shot. Upper corner. Saved by Dubs, though. That defensive front for the MM Kings has been so impressive all game long. But it's going to be Drew taking that shot opportunity. It is wide, and what a bump from DS Dubs. Gets Drew off the ball, but now it takes both defenders out of the net. Cross it goes. Dubs going to try and beat Drew to it. Drew off the pinch, and it's just barely off the near post. Good bump by Drew. Takes Salad out of play. Zero boost for Salad, so now it's just Dubs having to play off the back wall. Flip reset for Drew. No, he does not have the flip reset. Dubs gets the save, and only 2 minutes in, we already have 8 shots on the board for Aura. That just goes to show the amount of offense they're putting up. They are going full send on this reluctant pressure. As Drew trying to get control. Gives the ball over to Brett Salad. Good win on that challenge. Salad now gets a shot opportunity. It's not going to lead to anything, though. Drew has the dribble. Takes to the sky. Dubs is going to have to get up for this one. The bump, though, by Deluxe Drew. You'll love to see a quality air dribble bump. And it leads to the goal to give them that 2-0 lead as we are at halftime, and they are fighting hard for game number 5. Off the kickoff, it's going to go right back over to Geg. Gets control with the bounce shot, and give him another one. That's now 3-0. The first time we've seen 3 goals out of this Aura squad in the series. Good shot there, just a lot of power on it after the kickoff. Defense wasn't quite set, so 3-0 now the score as we just cross halftime. Things are looking very good for Aura to go to game number 5. They've got to keep it up, though. Don't blink. Don't want to give an opportunity for the MM Kings to bounce back. What a bump. He annihilates Geg. Geg tries to get some revenge by taking out Salad. Doesn't work that time. Drew sneaks one past, throws the changeup at Dubs, and that one is going to sneak its way through 22 miles an hour. What a touch there. And so just like that, 4-0. After a very narrow Game 3 win, this one definitely a confidence builder. And never mind, make it 5-0. We still have 2 minutes to go here in game number 4. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a huge change from what we saw throughout this entire series. The defense that has been so elite from the MM Kings in the past literally minute has just disappeared altogether. So let's see if they can at least make an adjustment on the fly here, see if they can maybe win these last 2 minutes, maybe find themselves a goal or two, limit any scoring coming out from that Aura side. They've got to do something to try and get some momentum back on their side heading into Game 5, unless they manage to find a miracle of a comeback with the last minute 45. Dubs off the back wall, looks for a second touch, not going to get there. Geg going for the challenge. It's not going to happen because no touch came in the first place. Over to Drew. Drew off the back wall, but not going to follow that one up. Off the side wall, back into the middle. He was looking for Drew that time, but he was a little too far back to push that shot. Dubs sees Salad. Gets the pass over. Salad with the touch off the back wall. Looking for the second touch. Can he get it to the past Geg? He gets the bounce shot, but shoots it too far wide. Dubs with control. Takes that 50. A little bit of an awkward spot here for Salad. Good pass from Geg to Drew. Drew goes for the shot, but it's not going to be fast enough to get past the defense. Dubs from the corner is going to find himself his first goal here, game number 4. And at least can carry some momentum into game number 5. They can find maybe another goal or two. Pickoff in favor of Aura, but a good send by Depressed Salad to get the pressure out of their zone for a second. Drew gonna take it up the side wall, gets demoed, and so here comes Depressed Salad, has an opportunity to do something here. Big send, it's off the ceiling. Both defenders from Aura miss, and I don't think either player on the MM Kings side was ready for that because neither of them moved up on the ball. And here comes Dubs off the back wall, tries to at least, yeah, gets a big stop. Closing in on 30 seconds remaining, a pass in the middle of the field. It's gonna be off the crossbar. No, it's just underneath. Depressed Salad gets a good shot, so there we go. They're getting some momentum. 2 unanswered goals, 32 seconds to go, but part of me wonders, is this just Aura trying to protect the lead and not make any big mistakes? So 30 seconds remaining. Will we see another goal on the board? Are we going to see Aura pick it up here in the final 30 seconds to try and limit any momentum coming the other way? Dubs is going to go for the 45 flick, gets demoed before it happens. Drew gets his 3rd save of the game, and here we go the other way. Drew looked like he was going to try and go for the demo. Ball rolls into the corner, and now with less than 5 seconds to go, big send by Depressed Salad. Dubs was waiting for a pass and gets punished for cherry picking. And so game number 4 in the books. Aura looking for the reverse sweep. Will they be able to get it done? If game number 4 is an indicator, it looks very, very likely that it's going to happen. I mean, yeah, they ran away at the beginning of that game, but it was that minute frame from like 3 to 2 minutes remaining where they just blew up the scoring, and we haven't seen that from either team throughout the series. So does that give Aura the formula to be able to get through that, or is it going to be something that we see MM Kings try and bounce back with? Their defense was so elite throughout the entire first 3 games of the series, but then all of a sudden it just collapsed here in game number 4. So we'll see if they can bounce back, see what they can come up with to try and limit some of that pressure, and that's a big thing. Aura throws so many shot opportunities at the MM Kings. They do a really good job of not giving them any chance to reset the defense when it comes to clears, and so we'll see what kind of strategy the MM Kings come out with. Are they going to look for passing plays? Are they going to look for the back wall? Because it seems like the Aura side has done a really good job adjusting for that back wall play. We haven't really seen Dubs come back and try and go for that back wall play, looking for those double touches and stuff, because Geg has done a really good job, particularly Geg, but Drew's also done a really good job of locking down that backboard over on the defensive end. Both sides going for the fake kickoff. What a way to start game number 5. Dubs tries to get a second touch in the middle of the field, ends up stalling the ball there. It's going to be Depressed Salad shooting it to the corner. Nothing coming from that. Now Dubs tries to send it in off the corner as well. It's the fastest start that we've seen from the MM Kings. A lot of pressure here. No shot opportunities really coming from it, but at least not giving up a quick goal on the other end to Aura. Ball rolls to the middle of the field. It's going to be Drew missing the opportunity, so Geg has to step up and recover from that mistake. He puts himself in a bit of an awkward spot there, having to make a quick turn in the corner. Shot's going to be off the crossbar, and there we go. Depressed Salad is going to jump on in. Don't mind if I do, as the ball slowly bounces in front of the net, following up his own touch there. And it looked like Drew thinking that was going to be right off the crossbar, was going to be able to pinch that out. Not able to get that, though. So 1-0 lead. I think this is the first time in the series we have seen the MM Kings get that first goal. It's now back down the other way. They're going to try and keep that pressure on, taking a page out of Aura's book. It's going to be Depressed Salad popping that one into the air. Drew should be able to have a play on this. He's waiting, though. Doesn't want to overcommit. Ball cleared downfield. Nobody to follow, though, on the Aura side. Good touch here by Dubs. Makes Drew have to make a play. Takes upfield, flip reset, gets it through 1. Now Dubs is going to step on in. Doesn't go for a big send, is going to play it slow. Drew has no boost, he's at least going to be able to stall out this counter attack. Press out, big send downfield. It's going to be Drew trying to make the attempt, but not going to make any contact with it. Press Salad, going to try and center it up. Not going to happen, those Drew's there. We cross a minute and a half off the clock. It's a 1-0 lead for the MM Kings. are looking for the reverse sweep. They had phenomenal game number 4 with 5 goals to start the game before giving up 2 in the final minute. As we get ready to cross the 3-minute mark, it's going to be Dubs heading downfield with it. It's going to be an opportunity to set himself up, but he's not able to get that follow-up touch. Shot is wide there by Salad, and a big missed opportunity for the MM Kings to be able to extend this lead. Salad avoids the demo play, and now here comes Drew shooting it bottom corner, tries to get the worm burner through. Not going to happen that time. He has Stubbs. Looks to pick up the ball, can't get the bounce to land on the car. And so now Drew's sending it out the other way to press Salad. Gets the bounce off the corner. Here comes Stubbs. Good touch off the back wall. Drew misses. A huge mistake from Ara, but because of the mistake, I don't think Salad was ready for it. He was setting up to go downfield, had to adjust where his positioning was, and it just slowed down the entire play, so they could not jump on that mistake. Good touch high off the wall, and it's going to be the double commit that comes back to bite Ara that time. So DS Dubs gets the shot opportunity to sneak that one through. Sneak, no, he had a wide open net. It was free real estate on that one. So 2:14 remaining, and the reverse sweep not looking so good for the Ara side. It being 2-0 right now for the MM Kings. But we have seen this scoring just be coming in folds here for the Ara side. But it's hard to do whenever you're not on the field, as Geg gets demo there. Press Salad, waiting for the ball to come to him. Sends downfield. Drew, the race to the ball. Can he get there? He does, just barely. Here comes another shot. The follow-up from Dubs gets stopped by Geg. Now transition. 1v1. Drew's got it. Takes the sky, but can't do much more than that because he only had about 12 boosts in the tank. Now Dub's going to try and beat Drew to it. He does, and that's going to stifle this this offensive attack for just about 10 seconds, if that. As Geg gets right back on it. The shot into the corner is going to be picked up by Dubs. Going to try and see if he can get around Drew. Does. Here comes Geg, though, following up the ball. He's been able to do a lot of things in the air. Good setup plays to Drew, but that one is going to get challenged by Salad and sent back at least into the midfield. So Drew passing in the middle. Geg is back waiting for this one. Comes right to him. Maybe a soft touch. Big send by Dubs. It's going to be on target. Drew is able to get back there and make that save pretty easy. Routine save. Crossbar steps up to make that stop, and it helps set up the counterattack. Drew puts it into the corner. Car gets positioned a little awkwardly, and so he can't really set up for a follow-up play. Now here comes Drew. Has control, gets the pop. It's going to be wide of the net. Trying to see if they can find there first. He's going to try and get the follow. What a save by Dubs. It's going to stay alive, though, right in front of the net. Geg takes the shot opportunity. It's going to be Dubs getting the stop. And this is what we saw throughout the first half of the series. Relentless offense coming out from Ara. Shot after shot after shot, but this time they do not break on the defensive end. Off the back wall once more. Here comes Dubs with the touch. He's going to clear it off to the side. Give them lots of space. Less than 20 seconds remaining. Flip reset. Sends it off to the side. And now 15 to go. If they get a goal, they can try and get the shot. It's going to go through. There's an opportunity for the comeback. Deluxe Drew finally gets a redirect to get into the back of the net. He makes contact with that one. It's just enough to put that in the opposite corner. Absolutely, Cookies. I am saying there's a chance. Into the corner. Drew's going to send it up. Geg, can he drop it? Sneaks it underneath the crossbar. And ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves one heck of a finish here in game number 5. It's our first match of the night. So get hype. Here we go. The first multi-goal lead, too, for the MM Kings gone in less than 10 seconds. Ball stays alive. Shot by Geg. It's going to stay up in the air. Could we end it here on a 0-second goal? Geg's shot is wide, and we're heading to game 5 overtime. Let's hear it in chat. Let's get hype. Our first game 5 OT of the night. Who knows? It could be a sign of what's to come. Shot by Geg. It's a powerful one. But it's not going to get through that defense. Not that easily. Salad has the dribble, goes for the flick. It's not going to be enough to get past Geg. He's able to maintain control, though. Can't get the follow-up touch on Dubs. But Drew misses it. Very uncharacteristic. Geg sends that one out to midfield. He sees Drew on it, so Drew's going to pick it up. Goes for the mind game. It almost breaks through. Good save by Depressed Salad. And this defense, just more and more that we see, the more and more I'm impressed with just how much they can make out of opportunities that don't seem like most people would be able to stop after all these pressures. The ball going to stay in that corner. They're back at it once more. Geg trying to set up Drew. Drew thinks about it, decides to back off. Dubs big send. Gets the read perfectly right back to him. Oh, and that's dangerous. Team mistake. Drew played the ball. Looks like Geg tried to call it. He went for it, and the touch throws it all off. So they narrowly avoid the reverse sweep. The Kings come out victorious, 3-2 in game number 5. But gotta say, what a comeback there from Aura. I mean, they were down 2-0 all the way down to the final. I believe it was like 15 seconds. And then all of a sudden, just shot, boom, we're heading to overtime. So it was really good play from the Aura side. They fought valiantly, being able to come back, force that game 5, but then all of a sudden, it almost seemed like the rug got swept out from underneath them there at the very end. With that team mistake. Unfortunate for them. They're going to drop to 3-1 on the season heading into the final week in week 5. The Kings are going to stay victorious, moving on to 4-0. So we might be getting an interview. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Yeah, we're not sure if we're getting an interview. But yeah, thank you guys for joining for this match. I mean, that was one heck of a match. Coming up after this, though, we are going to have a little bit of a break. Not too long, though, but we're going to be having at 9 o'clock the GFSF Beer Company taking on NOLA Flight Green Clouds. They're both teams 2-1, and that is 2v2 East Tier 5. So make sure you guys stick around for that. So we're trying to see if we can get Drew or Geg in here for an interview. But while we do, let's take a moment here to thank SkillQuest for sponsoring the LOS Champs Season 0. If you don't know what SkillQuest is, they are actually doing a bunch of different classes to help you learn how to get into programming. And so it's really cool. You can do all these beginning classes. You don't need any experience, and you learn everything through the program called Python. They have different competitions and stuff like that, so you can actually win yourself some prizes as well. And what's really cool is you get to learn how to make a Rocket League bot. So you get to be able to do that through the whole process. And who knows, you might find yourself a career through programming by just getting started here. So make sure you use the exclamation point SkillQuest. You can use that command here in the chat. Head over to their website, let them know that you came over from League OS, and you'll be able to get some more information on that, and maybe get yourself a little bit of discount to get started. So it doesn't seem like we are going to be getting an interview here for this first match, but a great win again for the Kings. They managed to avoid the reverse sweep. They survived Game 5 OT. They're going to move on to be 4-0 heading into week number 5. But we're going to take about, I'd say, a 10-minute break or so. So make sure you guys stick around. We're going to be back in just a little bit for our next matchup against GFSF Beer Company and the NOLA Flight Golden Clouds.